Alright, back at it again. So, first thing I want to say is, I got the radiator back in, got the fan back in. Now this is how I did it. First, I had to put in the radiator, got that back in, then I went and screwed that down. Those 4 clips back there, one, and then the one on this side, all the way down at the bottom. And I came down here and screwed in the bottom on both sides right there. Came on this side real quick, screwed in the bottom right there on the side. Then once I did that, I came in and I put the fan in. Then when I put the fan in, I came in and screwed in that screw, set it all in there and screwed in the other screw. And then after I screwed in both screws, that's when I started connecting hoses. So that's when I put in my down hose at the bottom right there. And that's when I connected my hose right here. Boom. After that, I got this gray piece right here that I'm trying to light at. There's 2 screws, one on the top, one on the bottom. Put that in. Then you put this clip right back in. Clip that back in. Then you come over here. You clip this back in right here. You put that one back in, you clip this back in, and this gray thing down at the bottom. Those 3 things in a row. Gray thing, clip, this one. Screw them down. And after you screw those back in, that's when you can put these black plates on. These 2 black plates. You got the black plates back on, you can put this piece back on, this black thing. And that is just a rubber piece. This right here. This just slides back on. See, boom, clip it back in. But you don't put these black plates on, which put everything back in place until that point. Now I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna put this back on with my crow foot. Put it back on real quick, and then I'll be moving on putting the air intake back in. All right. So I want to just say, because I forgot, again, a part of my video, that I put the radiator in through the bottom. My car jacked up, and after I got the car all jacked up and stuff, put the radiator through the bottom flat and wiggled it in, and then I put the fan in after that. And I just slid it in behind it, but I had to wiggle it around the lines. It helps to go underneath the car and then get back up on top of the car to see what's happening on both sides, because sometimes you got to push through the bottom to get things to move, and sometimes you want to pull from the top. But I just wanted to say that. So after I got, I had to use my hands. I took one hand and I put it on one side, and then I took the second hand, actually I set this up. So I took the second hand and I just kind of pushed this forward. And as I pushed that forward and put my hand on the screw, it screwed itself in. And then after that, I just took my crow foot, 18 millimeter, and I twisted it until it was tight. Now I just gotta put the air intake back on. Take a few seconds. So I got my air intake in, hooked up my MAV sensors, hooked up all my hoses, boom, 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 strapped everything down. Now the top of the engine bay is completely tight. I can be done with that. Now I went to the bottom again. Put in my paneling. All my panels are back. Had to strap those few things down because I broke a few clips. But other than that, that's done. Last 2 things I have to do, which I'm gonna do this part tomorrow because I'm tired. Well, I'm gonna do 1 part today, 1 part tomorrow. Tomorrow, I have to put in all my fluids. I gotta check all my fluids, my oil. I have to check my coolant. I have to check the fan fluid. You see that's completely low. If you didn't know, that's the fan. That is power steering. But I gotta do my coolant. I have to bleed my coolant with this piece right here. So after I put coolant in there, I have to bleed it. After I put more fluid into my fan, I will have to make sure that is running right. I clamped all that down, got all that clamped down there and everything. All that's done. All I have left to do now is put my battery in, which, if you didn't know, the trunk is electric, everything's electric, and I don't have a key. So I had to go through my back seat. Open your back seat, open that back panel. There you go, you can get to your battery. I'm gonna install the new battery, and I am done. Put more fluids in, put the battery in, and it is all finished, y'all. So I put the battery back in, added more fluids, put more coolant. I gotta bleed my coolant real quick. And she's back running. Put the battery back in. Sounds beautiful. All right. Peace, everybody.